Welcome to the U.K.E-liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night. It's time for a little bit of mixing chat. So I hope you're all right. I hope you're all right out there in YouTube land, because Graham's going to get on my tit ends if I leave that in, because he'll just yabba, 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 yabba. You may notice that we are down a couple of casters. What is it? Liam Sherlock Holmes has gone AWOL, our own mixing detective. I think he's on a case of the Hounds of the Baskervilles, I think, or Hounds of the Trouts. I'm not 100% sure. Tim, Advocate for Liberty, our own mixing maestro, he's away for the week. He's visiting Aditune, as far as I know. So he's not here as well. So who you've got on is myself, Benny Vapes. You've got the one and only Graham Net Reality, which is our own mixing guru. We have got our own. He is the Arnold Palmer of mixing. It is Bill the Chair. There you go. I can't go for everybody because it throws me all out. And you throw me out when you start fucking talking.
I just called it on the hop. I didn't realise the show was starting.
I told you.
When you got up to walk, went to the kitchen.
When you got up to go to the kitchen, I said, Graham, the show's going to start in about 20 seconds, and you ignored me.
He did. He did totally ignored you.
I ignored you.
Do you want to test your microphone, Wimpy Man? Is your microphone on? Is it loud enough for you?
Mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Fine for me. I hear it okay.
Yeah.
Well, he was whinging the other day that his mic was too low.
Yeah, because every time you go into StreamYards, it adjusts your mic volumes and stop it. So normally I'm on 75. It is dropping it down to 46. So I found a little add-on for Chrome to stop it from dropping. So now it's fixed.
Because it knows who you are and it don't want to listen to you.
Yeah.
So if you are in chat, just have a look at the top and see if you are in Twat Chat. If you're in Twat Chat, swap it over to live chat and you'll keep up with everything we are doing. So, well, seeing as Liam in here, I can't pass it on to Liam to do chat. Graham won't do chat, and Bill, do you want to do chat?
What do you think?
Bill ain't had any cherry.
I'll try it real quick here. All right, we got Christopher Roll, Craig D, Net Reality, Golf BN, Ian Thomas, Billy Lee Rice, John the Vaping Joker,
JVJ,
Fee, the Vaping Snowman, Leo Berry. We have King Charles.
Welcome, King Charles. Welcome.
Rocky Tooney. We have Matt Polly. We have that's pretty much it. You know, Canadian Vapor just showed up. Mike Ains. Notice how I left the H off. Mike Ains. I'm getting good at this.
I think I'm just Ian Thomas. He's bringing jerky to Expo. I don't think I've ever had jerky.
I noticed how he asked you. I'm going to Expo as well, Ian. Thank you very much. Pretty favoritism.
Would you like jerky? Well, he knows that Graham likes to jerk.
Jerky. Be careful.
It should say, Graham, I'm bringing wanky to Expo.
Yeah. Graham, do you like to be jerked? Do you like a jerk?
Yeah, but you want to try some of my wanky. Leo usually
Barry,
reads
welcome.
my name twice. Yeah. Sorry about that, Leo. Yeah.
Dusty, you all right, mate?
And if I missed anybody, just consider yourself as like, so-and-so was killed in a crash today and others. And others. It's like if you die in a plane crash where there's like a movie star in it, they're going to list him and you're going to be and others. That's
I'm already on the list. Thank you. Take them off now. Do you know? Take them off now. I can't see bloody thing. My eyes are getting worse.
Yeah,
trust me, they'll get worse and worse. Yeah,
they are. They're getting really worse. I have to put them on now to read nearly all the time now. Whereas before it was just a little fuzzy every now and again. Now I take them off and it's fuzzy all the time.
Well, I've got one short-sighted and one long-sighted, so I'm fucked either way.
So you're going to get a monocle?
Yeah, I can swap them.
You got some of them glasses like when you go to opticians where they flick one lens up and put another one down.
This one?
Well, I always make a mistake with
this one?
I thought, right, I'll get a pair of glasses. Oh, you buy one, get one free. I know, I'll get ones for summer with sunglasses. Two things I didn't think about. One, I don't go out in the sun anyway.
Yeah.
What the hell am I doing? And two, why do you need sunglasses to read?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's what we were talking about. We were talking about today because I was out on the golf course and I had my sunglasses on, and the guy that was riding with me, he's like, "Are those prescription?" I was like, "Yeah." I said, "But it's just like my standard prescription, or not bifocals. I don't need them to read." And he's like, "Oh, my sunglasses are bifocals." And I said, "Why?" You know, you don't. If you're in the sun, I guess you could read a book while you're sitting out on the beach or something.
Well, that's what they said to me when I did same as Graham. When I got my glasses, buy one get one free, and they turned around and said, "You can have." Oh, do you fancy a pair of sunglasses? I went, "Why?" Well, so you can read when you go on holiday or whatever. I went, to be fair, love, I'll be listening to a podcast or something like that.
Yeah,
I won't be doing that much reading. And if I want to read, I'll take my glasses and read with them on.
You old-fashioned reader, you.
Yeah, I'll have little clip down ones. Pop up with a clip down. That's what
I had those transition ones. The transition ones that
transition.
Change.
You can't say that now. It didn't change.
When you go out into the sunlight, they become sunglasses, and then when you go inside, they go back to regular. They transition between back and forth. So I got me a pair of them thinking this will be great. I only need one pair. They'll go back and forth. And they do great, except the main place I need them is when I'm driving in my car. And voila, they don't work in the car.
React to light.
Because the car, the windshield of your car
is tinted.
Blocks UV rays. And the transition lenses change because UV rays hit them. But your windshield won't let those hit them, so they won't change while you're in the car. So they're useless as hell.
Yeah. We call them reactor lights here, innit? Reactor lights. That's what they're called. Craig D says, not NUVS coming Sunday. Maybe. There may be an NUVS.
I'm okay for that.
No, are you going to be on? Are you going to be on in time? All right. So there probably will be an NUVS this Sunday.
I say that. I say that now.
If not, I'll probably.
And you did it on air live, so everybody could hear you, Graham. That's the other thing. It's not like you told Benny in a Zoom room, and then you can say, "Well, I don't think I said that."
It's like saying you go on the show as soon as they hit 1K. As soon as that went to 1K, a message came through from Mick going, "You promised."
Yeah. 1K.
But is it smooth? It's not a smooth transition, no. It's a bit jerky. The bits have been moved around. Anyway,
it's smooth.
Smooth transition.
Yes.
So what we're going to talk about, I want to touch on something because I don't know if you know, and if you've seen DIY Die, all the flavours have upgraded their website.
Yeah. And
he mentioned things on there when I watched. I've only watched a little bit of it. Where's that here? Touching himself in the garage again. No, he's on holiday. He's away. Canadian. He's away. He's, I think, as far as I know, he's gone to see Addy Tooney and all that lot.
Seeing if Addy has a ear on this side.
He's burnt out. He's never doing another vape show ever again.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Let's spread that rumour around.
Yeah.
So when he comes back, he goes, "What? What's happened?"
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, he's gone visiting friends. He's having a week off. I noticed that Wayne had put out about all the players. There had a couple of people on there, but some of the things I'm thinking, but why?
But what, like? Because I watched that live.
The candle, so you can make it.
It covers yourself. You got to remember it's set up in America.
Yeah.
Where you're covering yourself. Have you noticed they stole our vodka ideas?
Yes, I did notice that. Yes, vodka. Yes, I did see they're doing. Yeah, I did see they're doing that. that you can mix it with vodka. Well, this show's been mixing with vodka since it was started.
No, I think it's a really, really good idea to set your bases, because then you can just bring other people's. I was messing around with it. You can just bring somebody else's base into your base and just set that as mine, so you can just use the whole thing.
But
one thing I was that it hasn't set, which I might just go in and set all the bases anyway for people with nicotine shots.
Oh yeah.
Because I was going through all the bases and I don't think anybody set for the U.K. and nicotine shots. So
well, no, they've set it for like 50-50 and things like that, and it's 70-30 if you get a 3 milligram base mix. But Pugs, you're right, mate. But we don't do. A lot of people don't use base mixes here. We'll just get nicotine.
Yeah, we get nicotine shots, and there's no base mixes set up. But that's easy. I can just go in the back and set the base mixes up and set them to public.
Right, so that might be a good option.
Do that, but the thing is, I'm not allowed to because Pugs is here, and I didn't say that.
No, but I'm just wondering what is the because when I was listening to them and they were saying, "Oh, they're going to get a forum and all this," and I'm thinking, well, there's stuff already out there that does that. What are you bringing that's different? Why should we use all?
He says she watched it, and the candle option will be useful. What the hell's a candle option?
It's scented candles.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that'll be great for me.
Yeah, so you can make your own scented candles, apparently.
Yeah, right.
And you can do vodka mixing. You can mix your
first
vodka.
off is I've never gone on that site before, so I would have to learn the whole site.
There's bases for CBD.
Yes, they've got bases to do 50-50 mix.
They have
CBD
bases for cherry, and can you get the cherry on their site?
So I just want to know what they're bringing to the table would make people go to now all the flavours rather than using the vape community. I can understand with ALR because obviously that's gone down the pan. Do you know what I mean? So I understand that, but why should we go to all the flavours? And they've done all this work for the last 2 years. What have they done any different?
Well, it's the only time you can never get mentioned on the DIY or Dice channel.
By doing something different?
No, by being on all the flavours.
Oh, is it? Right. Well, I guess that. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, well.
Because he does promote it quite a lot.
Yeah.
You can get mentioned on there because isn't Tim on there?
Yeah, well, no, Tim's different, isn't he? He's just a whore.
No, I guess Tim's not on there anymore because he's not doing any more shows.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was retired, hasn't
he? Yeah, he burned out.
He's burned out, so he's not going Naughty DX.
Yeah, there was something I did notice when I was messing around with it, that you could set a date, so you could say, right, I want only the recipes in the last year, or I want only the recipes in the last 3 months.
Right.
But apart from it, when you kind of look at it, it was like, it hasn't changed that much. The layout's changed and everything. They saying the back end's changed a lot, so the coding's changed, so they can build on it a lot more. I think that's why it's taken so long for them to do, because they've redone the whole of the site. It's a lot faster. Right. Notice that it's faster. But I don't particularly like dark mode, and I haven't worked out how to change it back to light mode.
I know you can change your graphics on it, can't you? You can put avatars on it now with your picture on and things like that you couldn't do
Wait
before.
A second. You're the damn goth person. You're supposed to like dark mode.
Mike Hayes is bringing us some of his mixes for us to try, Graham. That'll be nice. Yeah. Thank you.
He also put in FEC ELR.
Yes. But this is what's people, obviously we understand the vaping community and people use that and that lot, but obviously people still use ELR. But what would drag you over from you stop using ELR? Obviously people in chat, I don't know what you so much use as your calculator. Does it so much make any difference to you if you're just wanting to make your own liquids? What calculator you're using?
I just find ELR so quick.
See, and I find vaping community is the easiest one for me to use. The easiest one for me to put flavors in when I get them. And that's probably the biggest thing that I like about it is if I go into vaping community and I just bought a new flavor and I just walk in and toggle a switch over and voila, it's in my list. I don't have to type the whole stupid thing in. I don't have to do all this other crap. I just go in, toggle a switch, and it's in my list. Now, the drawbacks and the things I don't like is then it keeps trying to tell me I'm almost out of shit, and I don't keep the inventory up because I don't really, I order it whenever I order it, but I'm not going to go in there all the time and tell it I ordered more. Just don't tell me I'm almost out, because if I don't know that, then that's on me. Shame on me. I should know if I look over at a bottle or I use the last of it, I ought to be able to say, well, I need to order some more.
Yeah. Can I put in? So I put in, it won't be hard to do a forum with a mixing calculator. Maybe in the future, probably be the best if we did. Well, there is one. There's vaping community.
Yeah.
If they've got the similar sort of thing. Can I put the new ATF is shit. There's no need to do what they did. I just want to make juice, store flavours, that's it.
Yep.
Matt's saying I only used ELR, can't be bothered to end all my flavours in another site, lol. All the others are actually better. Are the others actually better? Well, it depends what you want to do with it. Like I say, the newer flavours are in the vaping community, and are probably going to be, the newer flavours are going to be in all the flavours out there. The more up-to-date mixes, the more up-to-date concentrates that you're using are going to be in both of them. They're not as convoluted. You can find them easier. But if you don't want to use and make things public, then what's the difference? I don't see the benefit of doing all else other than one that you're using. Do you know what I mean? So if you like ELR now, that works. Why change it?
Because, like I said, you got to type all the shit in, and then half the time you type the name in, but ELR wants it another way because it's only this way. You're putting in the wrong thing. I'm trying to say this. And it's a whole lot easier in vaping community. All you're doing is toggling the little switch to on, and that is now in your stash. You don't have to worry about it anymore. When you go to do a mix, it's not going to be saying, oh, you ain't got this. What's this? It's in your stash. It's there. And you didn't have to type in, because you were getting that. I typed in ELR, I'm putting in exactly what it says on the bottle, and it doesn't exist. And Graham's like, no, you got to put it in this way. And I'm like, but that's not what's on here. And he's like, I know, but it doesn't matter. It's what they call it.
Yeah, and some of them are missing on ELR now anyway, because it comes up not available or something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I've got a few recipes like that. I thought, I'll remix that. What's that flavour? It's undefined.
Undefined, yeah. So ELR is now gone totally. I won't.
I still like ELR the best. It's that thing. It's very, very hard to switch once you're used to something. I stopped putting my flavours in because I got lazy, and I really wish I never did. I really wish I just kept up with it. So when I do just grab something out the drawer, I type it in. If it's not in my stash, I'll add it to my stash. It's very quick. It's very easy. It's done.
In VCC, right?
No, in ELR.
No, it's not. You're typing it in. It's easier when you just toggle a switch.
No, I can. The thing is, I can do it in ELR 3 times as fast as I can do it in VC or all the flavors.
There's no way you can type in a name quicker than I can click once.
I'm just used to it. You what you're used to, isn't it?
I'll tell you what. You start typing Graham sucks, and I'll click, and we'll see who gets done first.
So that's so there you go. If you are using, Graham. It says Mike's putting. Graham, honestly, it's easy to do on VC.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't know if the thing they haven't solved, because I keep on. There's a slight delay on input with VC, and because the way I type, I always end up putting the wrong thing in, not noticing
you don't type
the recipe, and then having to have a revision because I had to recorrect my numbers again.
You don't type it. You just click it, and it puts it in your stash. You don't have to type it.
Oh no, but I'm actually making the recipe, and it's just those tiny, tiny little things which always keep on pushing me back to ELR.
Fee's saying, how does VC know which flavour you need to toggle, Bill?
You just go in and if you get sugar cookie, cap sugar cookie, then you just go over to where it says cap, you click it, and then you go over to where it says sugar cookie, and you click it, and toggle, it's in. I mean, it's that simple. It's
Well, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that feature existed.
Well, there you go. So that is a lot easier than typing it in. If you have to go,
yeah, you don't have to type in cap, and you don't have to type in Capella sugar cookie and all this other shit. You just go down to the Capella, you go to a sugar cookie, and you click and it's toggled. It's in your stash.
The thing which watching the live stream with the all the flavors, they seem very, very focused on manufacturing and large quantities.
Yes.
With the new features. Not somebody who just wants to make a
quick recipe up.
Quick recipe, done. For everything like that, you now have to do more steps. And the more steps you do in anything IT, it puts people off. You try to reduce those steps down to the minimum amount of steps to get the result that you want.
Because someone's going to go the quickest way. If they just want to click type F and it comes up being flavour art, they just want to type F and put flavour art and then pick a flavour, don't they? Do you know what I mean? Rather than having to go, I want to make a 200 ml, a 60, 60, whatever.
There's another thing which ELR does better than any other sites is the flavour notes. There's 9 times out of 10, there's about 10 people who've put stuff in and told you about those flavour notes. We're looking for this week, looking for a hazelnut for Craig D. Now, I've only got 2 hazelnuts. I think it's a TPA V2 and roasted hazelnut. And he wanted it like a plain, simple hazelnut. So I just went through, clicked on, read the notes, and Flavour Art does a simple hazelnut without any cream. So I suggested that, tagged Liam in and tagged Nick in to ask them what they thought about it. And Liam just said, Flavour Art is just a plain hazelnut. So I wouldn't be able to do that on VC or all the flavours because there's no notes there.
Because the notes out there, because it's been about longer, hasn't it? So
can you set up for me to share a screen, Benny?
Yeah, of course I can, mate, yeah.
All right.
Yep. Where you go? Yep.
Oh, everybody gets passionate about their favourite calculator.
Right. Okay, when you go into Vaping Community, you just go into User, you go down to Manage Flavor Stash. It brings you to this page right here. You go over to Capella. You click right here. All right. You go into Capella and you're like, I want to add Super Sweet because I just got some. So you come down here, you find Super Sweet, you click there, it's in your stash, you're done. Now, that's it. Yeah,
that's a lot easier. That's definitely a lot easier.
That's damn simple. You're not typing in Super Sweet. You're not typing in Capella. You're not trying to read the bottle. It doesn't have the whatever. It's all alphabetically laid out for you. It's simple as hell.
Yeah, I can get that. I get that why that's going to be easy if you're adding stuff to it. Because that's why I've never, ever put my flavour stash in.
And as you can see, there's all those flavors that are all listed. They've got every one of them. And if you happen to come across a flavor that's not there, you simply tell them in the vaping community, you just say, hey, this flavor is not in there, and they'll come back and say, I'll add it, and they'll add it to the list, and you go. And then up until that time, you can call it user defined. You can put in whatever you want. They'll let you user define something that isn't already in their stash.
Yeah.
I mean, you can call it green eggs and ham. It's fine.
Yeah, well, that's what Rocky Tuna says. He likes that you can put in, even if he likes that you can put in user defined flavor notes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other thing that, like Fee says, flavour notes are essential. Can you not take the flavour notes from ELR? Would that be pinching things if you took someone else's flavour notes?
It's all open. It's all open. It's all under non-profit.
Yeah. So you're
not. You could probably copy them over and put them over instead, but it's just something which you don't do. Session Drummer's quite active on VC
community.
Yeah.
But the other thing is with ELR, every time I try to sign into ELR now, because I still have a few recipes there, it comes up and says, support us. You got to take this. You've got ads blocked, or you've done this, or you've done, and then it takes me 5 minutes just to get into ELR now. I can't even get into the site.
Yeah, because you've got an ad blocker on.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah. I don't like I said. I don't know how many people actually use these sites to do the flavour stash. Is that important to everybody? Does you know what I mean?
Well, like I've done some keyword research in subject. There's a surprising amount of people who actually search for e-liquid calculators.
Right.
Surprising amount of people. I thought it would be. I thought it because we know the size of our community. We know how many views everybody gets, and so we've got a rough idea of how many people are doing. We're 2% of people who are looking for e-liquid calculators.
Because basically what you've got is you got a lot of people who make their own juice who don't watch these shows.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
I know a guy that's been making his own juice for probably 10 years. And he's never watched a YouTube show. Yeah.
But what calculator does he use?
I don't have a clue. Yeah.
I
don't even know. I don't know for sure that he uses a calculator. You know, he's the old drip guy, you know, like 4 drips. That shit, you know. So he's not going to be able to use them anyhow because they're going to tell him grams or whatever. He's going to be like, they don't have drips on here. What do I do?
Drips on the LR.
Do they?
Sure, yeah, I'm sure they've got drips on.
I've never seen drips. I've always seen grams and milk.
Sure the only problem I have with drips is, since it's drips, it depends on what size dripper you're using. Because the drip could be bigger or smaller or whatever else.
You buy your juice from somebody else, and suddenly 2 drips become 3.
Yeah, and the other thing is you're dripping, and all of a sudden somebody says something, and you look over at them, and you don't notice that 2 more drips just went in while you were not paying attention.
Yeah. Matt's put in, Pugs, I've just registered. Can you create a list of your own stash? Can I say drips are on there, just not accurate?
Yeah. I thought they were.
Well, they can't be. I mean, there's no way that, you know, you may as well just do it like someone that we know and just eyeball it. I'll mention no names.
Insane 9% of my staff isn't on ELR, never bothered, and now take hours and hours to add them all. But this is where if you went over to another one like that, I don't know how are they doing theirs on all the flavours. Are they doing the similar sort of thing as what VC does for adding your stash, or do you have to type them in?
I don't know. I've never had them in my stash.
I'll put it to you like this. I would probably, when I first went to VC, I probably had about 250 to 300 flavors I had to add, and I added them in I put all of my flavors in VC in less than 30 minutes. And that was the entire thing. Everything.
I know in VC there's a button where you can say add all, and it'll add all of them, and then you can take away if you've got like virtually a whole.
Yeah, if you've got more than whatever else. But the thing about it is, it's real simple. If you want, at the time, what made it easier for me was I had them up here. I had Capella here, I had TFA here, I had this here. So I just get Capella, set it down, go into the Capella, and you just go down through toggle. I got that. I don't have, I do have. And you know what you got pretty much. Yeah.
The problem with mine is I've got that many all over the place. I ain't got a fucking clue where everything is. So I need to.
Yeah, but the good thing about it is if you go to use it, when you go to use it, you simply toggle it, and it's now in there. You don't have to type it or do anything.
Like I said, I need to sort them out and put them in so I can find them. Never mind keeping a flavour stash, because it's all like them telling me I've got it, but I still have to fucking find it.
The other thing ELR is really good at is the what can I make. So if you have got your flavors, you just click what can I make button.
And I have tried that on ELR a few times, and it has never come up with anything worth a shit for me to make.
Well, stop buying Liquid Barn.
No, I've got all kinds of shit, and like I said, I tried it on ELR a few times. What can I make? And I'm like, no, I don't need to ask it what I can make. I can look at my flavors and say what sounds good.
But like with any change with any site, what all the flavors will do, they will see a little push with people using it a little bit more and everything like that, and then they'll see the figures drop off a little bit.
or they'll see it. Either one of two things. Either you'll see an increase and then down, or you'll just see it down.
And then down when people don't like change. That's the thing. People really, really don't like change.
Now, look, I'm older. Old people are notorious for loving change. That's what we're made for. I mean, all old people love change. That's just a known fact. Yeah.
What happens if your wife came in and said, "Oh, I don't like the way you've lined up all your e-juices," and then start putting them in the order that she likes, and says, "There you go. It's a lot better now. You can find things better."
Just bigger and slap her like that. That's exactly. I didn't say no.
So Matt, I hope that Pugs will just put that in. He's saying just have a word with Grubby, and he might be able to sort that out for you, Matt. He says,
that's the other thing is it's easier to get a hold of the people in VC.
Yeah.
How important is a forum? Because that's what they're saying. When we're saying it needs a forum, but talking Pugs, the forums have died off.
The forums, I think everything's in closed Facebook groups or private Facebook groups and things like that now. The forums kind of yesteryear. I was quite surprised when they said, and all the flavours, we need a forum.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
And I was like,
as long as you have, you don't need a forum as long as you have a way of contacting the people that you need.
Well, they've put that in now. Apparently, they have put that in. Apparently, you can put notes.
There's a way.
Yeah. Apparently, what limited if you went if someone put a recipe up, you had to put a review in. You couldn't sort of say, I think it'd be, hey mate, try this instead. Yeah. You had to review it. It won't let you do that. Now apparently you can.
And
I think they need
as well on it. They split the comments and the reviews up.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. The comment,
I think they need what you call just a notify us button. That would be a good thing. If you just had at the top, you had a tab that said notify us, and you click that, and it would say, a little box that describe your problem. I was trying to put in super sweet. It's not in there. And then they're like, and then that goes directly to them.
Yeah, I think they've got that in the messaging system.
It's easier to do that than to try to go through a messaging system where the messaging system can be used to say, hey, how you doing? Have you bought any new shoes lately or whatever else is? I think there needs to be just a specific place for here. These are issues that I've had with the site. And then you just put in nothing but, support, or what you could call it support.
Yes,
and then just have a button. Support.
Yes.
Yeah. And then it goes in and you get it done. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you have to push with the times with sites. You can't keep, ELR's kept with from the How long has ELR been going?
ELR's
been going since since people first started mixing.
So it's the same architecture as it's always been, which means searching databases is slow, everything like that. Now the new technology, searching databases is really, really fast. So changing the way everything works in the back end is only going to be a better experience than it was before on all the flavors.
I've always found the back end.
It's finding the recipe that you need to find.
Mike's putting, I keep my concern on VC. I keep my own spreadsheet. I keep my concentrate, so I'm guessing I should say that looks at my quantities. I put in my recipe on my spreadsheet and quantity made, and my spreadsheet sorts quantities out.
Well, VC will do your quantities, because they do mine, and I don't really, like I said, that's one aspect of it. It's not, I don't need them to do them, so I just ignore it. It'll come up and say, hey, you're low on, vanilla pudding. And I'm like, well, no, I'm not, but I just didn't tell you the last time I ordered it.
And Matt Polly he's been a dick. He didn't activate his account.
Imagine that. Someone in chat.
And speak at him and get on all the flavours. Didn't like my password. They've changed it, haven't they? Yeah, they're saying that you might have problems with your password.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that because I had a username which I didn't like. Linked to I think it was linked to my Facebook account, and I didn't like the username, and I was like, I'll just change it. No, you can't change it.
Use it. Was you still using Nut Muffin?
Yeah, you had to pay to get credits to change your username, and I was like that when I got the email saying, "Well, you have to re-register your account." I go, "I'm just going to let this go and create a new account. Thank you very much. Now I don't have to pay."
Yeah. And that was other thing. We're paying on all the flavour for so much stuff. You had to get credits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Are they still doing that?
I don't think so. I think that's gone. I think that they've taken that away.
So is it a non-profit now? You can just use it as your, because that's why I never went on it because of that reason.
Well, at the bottom it says All the Favours LLC.
Don't know what LLC means.
Is it limited liability company?
Company, yeah.
Yeah. So
are they going to be running ads? Are you going to get a pop-up on it? That are going to make money on it?
I don't know. I've got let's. I don't.
Well,
I don't
if
know.
they're LLC,
I don't know if there's ads. I don't know
if they're LLC. They're planning on making something out of it. Yeah, something off of it.
According to this, yeah, there's no ads on All the Flavors.
Right. Thing about it is, I've never been on All the Flavors. You know, I mean, it's
John.
You don't need if you've got a calculator that you use it, and it's not like I'm sitting here in a calculator thinking, I wonder if I can get on 5 more. I don't. Why would I want to be on numerous calculators?
Matt says it's borderline depressing how many flavors I know I have off the top of my head.
Yeah, that addiction's gone, along with buying Chinese and RDAs and stuff that I don't need. Now I'm like that. Now when I go on to something like Nom Noms, I sit there and go, do I really need that? I'm only going to use it once and put it in a drawer.
Yeah. The thing is, I can go down through. I could go into VC right now with none of my flavors in there, and I could probably go down and not even look at the bottles that I have, but put in most of my stash because I know what I have.
Okay. Yeah. You'll see me on Saturday, mate.
How much percentage of your stash do you think you could get rid of?
Probably 90%.
Well, you got rid of loads of Disco, didn't you?
Yeah, I got rid of about 40%, but I could still get rid of 90% of what I still have. But the thing is it's one of those deals where there's a lot of things that I have in life that I could probably get rid of, but it's one of those deals where as soon as you got rid of it, you need it. You know, it's like that tool. It's like that tool that you went and bought that does one specific thing and you needed to do it. So you bought the tool. Now you got it and it's hanging on the wall for 6 years. And then one day somebody comes in and says, oh, I need one of those. Or like, hell, you can have this. I don't ever use the damn thing. I needed it about 6 years ago. I bought it and I haven't used it since.
Yeah.
You give it to them. 2 weeks later, you need that tool.
Yeah. HDMI cables.
Yeah.
Why have we got to draw HDMI cables?
Yeah. But you'll have them. And if you get rid of all of them, you're going to need one. You know.
I do the same with work. As soon as I take something out of my van, I'll need it next day.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Right. So there's a bunch of flavors here I don't use. But if I got rid of them, I'd be like, shit, if I still had that, I could put it in here. Or somebody will do a mix and I'll be like, that sounds good, but I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
I just did the mix with plain yogurt.
All right, yeah.
I used that once about 2 years ago. And I was like, I'm going to need a yogurt. And I was like, SSA, sweet yogurt, that will do. I went, no, I've got 100 mils of plain yogurt. Can't remember what it was like or anything like that. And I go, there's a reason why I've got 100 mils of this. And it must be good. I'm not too sure,
How many flavors do you have that you've never used?
Oh man, I've got loads.
A hell of a lot.
I've got loads. Yeah. I bought a load of flavors when we first started this off to try when we were doing like grapefruit, when we were doing like one shot.
Yeah.
When
we first started and we were like doing donuts and we were doing this and we were doing that. And it'd be like, well, you buy all these. And then I thought, the hell with this. I'm getting these things and I'm like, this one smells good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I've got fucking loads of them. I bought some when Flavour did a sale where they were sending off 100 mils for like £3. Or flavour art. Would it flavour art? I don't know. We bought all
Flavour art on their side when they did
Flavour
the 100 mils for £3. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was buying. Oh, fucking hell! I'll try that. I'll get King. I got that. I've never fucking used them. They're still in box.
Remember the Loran's 50p? Look, the site's doing 50p for Loran's, and bags of Loran's going.
Oh, you bought a mystery box, or
I've bought a mystery box. Yeah, I bought a mystery box just for sure, and I've still got fucking boxes.
See, Fee says you get rid of 30%, mostly fruit, and that's pretty much what I can. I mean, I've got rid of most fruit because I just don't use it. I'm mainly bakeries, custards, that type of shit. I mean, I've got fruits. I've still got strawberries and, banana and a few of the ones that I really want. But most of the fruits, I don't do them anyhow.
I've got 28 strawberries. Can taste 2. It's just like chasing a white whale. I've got to take. Bound to be one. There's
another strawberry. There's 2 of them, so I know there could be a third one out there.
Yeah. What about everybody in chat? What would you get if you looked at your stash now, as you vape now, with your favourite flavours? What flavours in your stash would you think I could do without? Do you know? Obviously, as you go along, you know what sort of when you're mixing, you get a ballpark thing where like Rocky Junior's got his milk and honey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what you're going to put in your mix. But if you bought a flavour, if say like you're going like Graham did with strawberry and bought 28 strawberries, what would you think to yourself now and think, I won't buy strawberries, I'll buy 1 banana or 2 bananas, not 20 bananas. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm going to make a banana strawberry. Oh, that's a foam banana. I don't want that. Do you know what I mean?
Right, and that's what keeps happening. It's like, well, this is more of a real banana. Well, this is a candy banana. Well, this is a whatever. And then you're thinking, well, if I'm making this, I need this banana. If I'm making that, I need this one. If I'm making that, I need this one. So, and part of that comes from, and don't mention I said this, people in chat, but people watching shows like this where people tell them this goes well with this and this goes well with that. That's what
Matt saying Peach from Capella can go in the bin. Getting saying I've got tons there, lots that I haven't used. Yeah, I just think that sometimes, when you look at them now and you've got, like saying with Bill and that lot, you've got to think, you always go back to the same flavours that you've used.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You just, because it's a staple thing. You think, oh yeah, I'm going to use this custard. Where you've bought a premium custard but I don't like that one, I'm going to use this. Do you know what I mean? How many people would think to themselves, I'm going to get rid of it, I'll just keep it? How many people actually keep them?
Well, I don't use Capella V1 now. I only use premium, and it sits in the drawer, and I could just pick it up and just throw it away.
I can tell what ones I use.
I might need it sometime.
I have bigger bottles of the ones I use. I know the ones I use because as I begin to use them, I start buying bottles this size of nut muffin flavor because I use nut muffin flavor. And so when I look over and I see a little 10 ml bottle, I'm thinking I don't use that much because if I did use it very much, I'd have a bottle this damn size.
Yeah. So Ryan says, I like mixing around with my concentrates, so keep them all. I have started getting rid of some flavours as they get used. I only repurchase ones that I don't, says Leo. Can I have cap strawberry and cream? No need for that flavour.
You think that's bad, Bill?
Yeah, this Benny.
Fucking get rid of that.
Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream. I have got a bottle.
I have really gone off that flavour.
Put it in.
I've got 4 ounces.
Do you know I was trying to do that Slurra bar?
Yes.
And I was getting this kind of funky note and everything like that. I changed out Liquid Barn vanilla ice cream. Don't get the funky note anymore. And I was just like, right, I've only got about 5 mils of that left. Don't think I'll ever reorder that again.
Don't reorder it. It's shit.
It's good.
Shit. Get rid of it.
I got 4 ounces of it. Well, I've got 3.75 ounces left.
But I've fallen in and out in love with it. At the moment, I'm on a really big kind of fruit kick.
Get out of my life.
It's something I haven't really mixed. I've always been bakeries. I've always loved bakeries and stuff like that. But I've started to mix fruits. And God, I'm making so many mistakes. I
Actually,
think this looks absolutely fantastic. This will be great,
Yeah.
and I'll make 60 mils of this, and then vape it, and then that 60 mil goes in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fruit, so you figure, what the hell? If I throw a grape in with it should be grape, but it ain't.
Yeah, Billy, you're all right. Saying I'm in the mood to mix now, even though I have so many bottles of commercial juice. Might mix up 50-50 mix for my pods. Lemon and lime, rainbow sherbet.
Yeah.
No,
That's
don't like lemon and lime. Don't like lemon, don't like lime. So it's
if you're going to do that, if you want a sort of a sherbety taste, try some Loran's lemonade. That gives you that. I mixed that with some strawberry, and that turned into a strawberry refresher.
What did I make the other day? I used DV refreshers.
All right, yeah.
I mean, it's refreshers.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is just throw one fruit at it or something like that, and then you've got a refresher.
But now what you just did, Vinny, was you told the people
Told everybody to get
Loran's
lemonade. Yeah.
And so now they're all going to order it. They're going to use it one time, and then that bottle goes sit there forever. They're going to be like, well, that was on a fruit kick for a week. I used it.
Yeah.
Now I don't really like fruit. This.
Fee saying liquid balm, Vic, so sad it turned to pepper.
Yeah. So I think what we need to do is we need to do a show, and each week we'll tell you one flavor that you just need to get rid of.
Instead of recommending
rather than flavors you need to order, flavors you need to get rid of. Yeah.
We'll put it in the chat then. What flavor would you get rid of right now? Right now, if I said to you, what flavor should I not get? Put it in chat.
That you have.
That you have, that you would get rid of.
You have to have the flavor. It can't be like, I would say, don't get mango, but I don't have any mango. But yeah, it has to be a flavor that you have gone and got, and you're like, man, I
won't recommend this to anybody.
Why did I get this?
Yeah. So one flavor you have that you would not recommend to anybody else.
You know what? I'd be very, very tempted. This is just a flavor broadly get rid of. I love Ribena. I love blackcurrant and everything like that. I've never found a decent blackcurrant, and I still keep mixing it, and I still keep waking up in the morning, coming downstairs and thinking I'm in an old man's room. He's pissed himself.
We're starting to get some, Benny, I think.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at there. Yeah.
Fees after a fight.
Green Waves, but FLV Lambus bread. Why would you buy that?
I've got that. I bought that, and the reason why I bought that, and I can't remember why, and I've never used it.
Exactly. Why would you buy something that's called Lambus bread for the start?
Because it's elvish.
Real Flavors Sunseed. That's another thing. Why would you think to buy some Sunseeds?
Because somebody on some show like this told you that it's good and go buy it. That's why I have to be bought.
Rocky Sue's got orange square candy, 1-on-1. Fair enough. Orange square candy. I could get that.
B.
Where's Fee? I'd get FLV milk and honey.
That's what I said. I think she's after a fight.
Right after Rocky said, I get orange square candy. That's the timing was impeccable. Yeah.
What?
Mike Haynes said he'd get rid of VSO
Stevie. Stevia. So
he's already getting rid of it, and he's just got
it. Yeah. Some asshole told me I needed it.
Yeah. That's basically why it always happens. You end up watching. That's what, when I first started watching mixing shows, I'd be sitting there and they'd be like, oh, well, this one goes with this. And then I'd say like, oh, okay, well, I need this and I don't have that either. And they go together. I'll get those. And then the next thing you know, you've got all this crap. And then you're like, I don't like any of this.
Yeah, I had that when a lot of things came out. Like with Real Flavors, when they said their VG line came out and all this, everybody said, oh, God, it's brilliant, go get it. And I tried a couple of them and I'm like, fucking nah.
Well, that's when they put out, we did this on this show, when Capella would put out their new flavors, or when so-and-so would be like, oh, have you tried these? Yeah. And then for the first 2 weeks, everybody is always, oh, this is good. This is great. This would go well with this. This would do this. This will do that. But if you wait about a month, then you see if any of them are still being used in recipes, then you really get to find out whether or not they're worth ordering.
Remember that those Wonder Flavors, and they released that kind of Indian fruit.
Oh yeah.
And I just thought, oh, I've got to try that because that sounds really unusual, everything like that. And I've never come across a situation where I've just thought, oh, I need that.
Yeah, exactly. When you're going to think to yourself, I fancy some of that Indian fruit that I put in.
Yeah.
Matt's put in guava TFA. Rocky Tuna says, I'll trade orange square candy for milk and honey. He says it tastes like burnt old tires. Burnt oil. Yeah. Sorry, oil.
Yeah.
Can anyone say, I have some bangers, French toast, strawberry toast, jam,
the French toast. The French toast
is a lie. It's a lie.
It's not French toast. It's berry. Yeah, and I have got a big bottle of that.
Did someone tell you to get it, Bill?
I have got a huge bottle of stuffed French toast, real flavors, and it tastes like berries. Is what it basically tastes like. You can't taste any French or no toast or anything else. You just get berries. That's Graham. You got it, right, Graham?
Mm-hmm.
It's very dark, is that?
I didn't like it.
It's berries.
But it's really, really tart.
Yeah, it's tart berries. But it has no French toast in it. But it's really good. I thought it was good. I thought it made a real good berry flavor just on its own almost. You could just do a single flavor with it, and it's good.
I think that there's two that RF do. There's the French toast one, and there's this
another
one. And if you put them together, they're great together.
Yeah, but this is the stuffed French toast. This isn't just the French toast.
So the French toast is the French toast, and the stuffed French toast is just the berries.
Stuffed with berries in it, but the
berries
are, they put so many berries, you can't taste the French toast.
Matt Polly says yellow peach cap is the one that for the bean, but I mentioned earlier. Fee says TFA pancake can go too.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pancake. It's just, I think, is TFA pancake the one with the kind of like gone off maple syrup on it?
Yeah.
It's. I think that's what they used to make that. Remember that pancake man that was
Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember how nasty that shit was? I think they used it to make that. That's why it was so bad.
Morgan says FA MTS Wizard. What the fuck is this?
Oh God, that was one of the first flavors I bought. MTF Wizard. That's going to be so useful.
Canadian says TFA pancake is so good. See, so split good. The difference.
Yeah. Canadian Vapor. Yeah, this is real flavors. Stuffed French toast. It's not the French toast. It's stuffed. And you can find it, try it. If you like berries, you'll like this. It's really good. But don't expect it to be French toast.
Flavor sour 4 ounce, never used it. Exactly. You see, you buy stuff, 4 ounces of it.
But a 4 ounce. I mean, that's the bottle that's the size of the liquid barn one there I have.
But you use it and watch it destroy your coils.
The other thing that happens is you'll go on to a site like ELR or VC or whatever, and you'll see somebody made a recipe, and you'll be like, I've got all of it but that. And then it's usually like, can I sub something for that? And they're like, well, you could try this, but you'll miss out on blah, blah, blah. So the next thing you know, you're ordering that one flavor to make that one recipe. And then when you get the flavor and you can't remember what order and what the recipe was that you need to go back to make it in the first place.
I actually think that's people being a little bit overprotective over their recipes and stuff. Of course, you can sub them out and change them.
But the other thing that happens is
not everybody has the same delicate taste buds as a lot of people who make a lot of the mixers.
I think some people, Graham, like to put recipes in and they're like, oh, I could make this just a standard recipe, that stuff that everybody has, but I need to show people that I can put these off the wall weird ass flavors in
No,
here.
I don't do that.
Put them in at 0.1 and 0.004 or
I
whatever
don't do
else.
that.
And then I'll tell them, oh, it kicks up the whatever,
I sat there and redid a recipe. So it was popular flavors rather than I did a kind of like the thing I would like, and then I redid it to try and get the popular flavors.
You want to be the posh flavor guy. That's what
it's not. It's when you look at them and you go, oh, this is when, like you want to see someone who's got bling and that lot. Oh yeah, I've got medicine flower.
Yeah, I put in, there's 0.02% earthworm, but it's it's by this company you've never heard of, and in order to get it, you got to go to Spain, Yeah,
that's usually when I look at it and look down and go, oh yeah, you're just showing off that you've got money to buy fucking medicine flower.
Right. Yeah,
I think we're making a lot of friends in the community at the moment.
Matt Polly's got a question here. I'm fed up with donut juices about the copy of that American-style Krispy Kreme type donut. I'm trying to make a classic English bakery donut. Anyway, I'd end luck with this. So he's just wanting a fried donut, basically.
A fried donut, the one you get from the fair, quite heavy.
Yes, heavy, doughy.
A cake donut, basically.
A cake donut, doughy donut, yeah. Not a Krispy Kreme's sort of donut.
Salubro donut or beignet, and use it around about 6 to 8%. It can vanish. If you've got to be very careful with other things you put in, because it can vanish. But that's the best one I've come across.
So you go try that.
But you can only get that on Rainbow Vapes now. And here's the problem. Salubro do some absolutely fantastic flavors, but now you can't get them.
Rocky just putting donuts, Chemovatic.
I didn't quite get on with Chemovatic donut. I understand why people love it. Really, the other one I didn't get on with at all was FA crispy donut.
What were them King and Queen and all that lot that they brought out? They're like one-shot versions of a...
I know, it's Wow. The Wow donut is... If use Wow donut around about 4 to 5%. And it's got one of the it's got, I think it's got joy. You can taste a little bit of joy in there. It's also polar. I'm not too sure which one. Maybe a combination of things. But it's also got like a nondescript jam in. So if you're after a jam donut, you can just use Wow around about 4 to 5%, and then just stick a flavor in, and it's actually got that powdered sugar on it.
Felix FA crispy donut very low.
I could be using it too high.
So what do? You vape it like down next to the floor?
He's saying, I think a bread element might help. That you want some bread. Well, don't use that llama bread, whatever. Craig Brown just put shit. Just stripped 72 milligram on my coils. Fuck that.
I use, in a lot of cases like that, what I do is I use cake. Like yellow cake or something like that. I just throw in some, I think part of the thing is you read the bottle, so you read what's on, so you think it's this, but by the same token, like you said, it's a cake donut. Yeah. If it's a cake donut, it is cake. It's the same thing. It's just maybe a little different texture, but in vaping, the flavor is the same.
Well, I did some research on donuts about 3-4 weeks ago, and 90% of donuts sold in the UK are cake donuts.
Yeah, is that what the class is? Cake donuts.
Cake donuts, yeah.
Right. And so they're called cake donuts for a reason, because they taste like cake.
Cake.
Yeah.
With just some.
Yeah. I mean, they just put it's now round with a hole in it instead of being taller with frosting on the top. It's still cake, and it's like, no, I want a donut. I don't want a cake. It's like, it's the same it says cake on that bottle, but it's going to taste the
Yeah,
same as that
but
one that
if you're,
says
if you're after
donut.
that going to a
fried sort of,
just
yeah.
fried, just come out
Yeah.
and bite it, and it's got that lovely doughy, gooey feel to it. That's the donut I love, and that's the donut I've always wanted. And I think it was sweet dough at something like 0.15. I found the sweet spot for that. Go any higher.
Yeah, it was sickly.
Yeah.
So that might be where he's wanting saying putting that bready element in it.
But then again, you're buying a
For
360 pence. 360 pence. Rescued. A £3.60 concentrate to use 0.15, which might not work for you.
Yeah, and you're going to use it in that one thing, and after that, you're going to be like, "What the hell else would I ever be able to put that in?"
Yeah, throw it away. Canadian Vapors, Zappola you can use for cooked donut.
Yeah. And everybody recognised Zappola from commercial juices.
Free likes a cap funnel cake.
Yeah, I've heard of that. I've heard that one before as well. I think Disco used to use cap funnel cake for a donut.
Why is that controversial?
Because it's a funnel cake and it's from Capella.
Actually, it's from South Africa.
I don't know.
Do you want to share this recipe?
B, can you enlighten us as to why that's controversial?
Rocky Jones put VSO French bread is good. I use it in a bagel. So that might be, if you want to try that, Matt, get some VSO French bread. Fresh bread.
Yeah, that's VSO fresh bread. We can't get it in the UK.
Oh, can we not get that here yet? All right. Do you want to show his recipe off then?
We can't get that from
no, not if he's got
right.
if he's got that in there.
It's a cult. We can't get it. It's a cult.
Yeah.
We're not showing any recipes today. It's a rule.
Yeah. We're not showing recipes of stuff people can't get, and anything has to be something that everybody already has. So if you're going to put a recipe up, you have to tell us what's in it, and then everybody in chat all has to agree they all have those flavors, and then we'll put it up.
But he says so many people said they hated it.
Yeah,
that's why.
Well,
the one I always wanted to go for, I haven't really given it a proper go, is churros. You know,
churros. Yes.
The Rainbow Vapes did a churro flavor, and it was just spot on. Just one single concentrate. I don't know if you can still get it. I doubt it now, but at 3%, it was just a pure cinnamon churro with the dusting on, with the slightly greasy. It was absolutely gorgeous, and I ran out of it.
We can't get it anymore.
Can't get it anymore.
They do, Rocky, but they don't have all of the VSO flavors, and that's one that they don't have. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, they don't have the full range of VSO. Right. We have selected flavors.
There's still some VSO that are okay now, but others that are still cold because they're still not there.
Scuba likes, I like banana Cheerios. I call them Cheerios. It's churro, isn't it?
Cheerios. Yeah, I like banana Cheerios.
Have you tried to order them from a takeaway? No. When you do a Just Eat or something like that, and you add churro.
If I'm gonna eat cereal, I'm not gonna order a takeaway. I'll just get a box from the grocery and pour it in.
Oh, churro, £5. I was like, look at that. I don't like it that much.
Morgan says, I only have one saved funnel cake recipe. Develops raspberry jelly donut V3 from live mixing. So obviously, funnel cake, people are using it for, like say, for the cake mix of a donut.
Well, what was the one that we were talking about? The sponge cake, because everybody was saying they couldn't get a sponge cake. Yeah.
Was that pound cake or sponge cake?
Oh, it's pound cake, sponge cake.
I think it was pound cake, and I think it was Dave Lloyd.
It's one thing, sorry about that, my friend. It's never any good when you have to do that. So I hope you're all right, mate. Hope family's
I've got Mullenberry sponge cake. And that's real. What it does is this makes your camera
camera.
real fuzzy.
Yeah. That's how good
and I don't
it
know
is.
why it does that, but for some reason, so don't buy this, because if you buy it, it'll make your camera fuzzy.
So sorry about that, Swamp Thing. I hope you're all right. Hope family's all right, mate. He had to have his family friend put down.
I'm feeling all sad.
I know.
Fuzzy.
Oh, that's the one that gives you the cake, the cupcake out at the outside of a cupcake.
Tetley says can't do yellow cakes. Seems the only concert to go off to.
You do know the outside of a cupcake's just paper, right?
Yeah, you get that paper taste to it. Yeah. Scuba saying that Higgy has it. Fee, just ask. So, yeah, it's like I say, it's with donuts. It depends what you want, doesn't it? It 100% depends what sort of donut you want, and it depends if you want that fried sort. If you want that sugar on top as well, that's what you don't usually find on a commercial juice. It doesn't have that sugary taste. I quite like a commercial donut myself.
I still think you could take 10 mods, put them on a desk. All right, bring somebody in, and they don't know what's in any of the 10 mods. You can put cake in one, donut in the other, sponge cake in another, pound cake in another, whatever else, and have them take each one of them and test them and say, what are these or whatever. And I bet they're going to say, they all kind of taste cakey to me.
Yeah, probably so, yeah. You usually can tell, though, when someone says it's a donut, you have that taste to it. Sometimes you get the plasticky taste, don't you, after a while? On donuts.
The hole is what causes that.
Play-Doh.
That Play-Doh, plasticky sort of taste off a donut. I did find that with the only one that I've had recently with that, the Yum Yums. That after I'd vaped it, whether my taste buds just got used to it, every now and again I'd get that sort of, ooh, that didn't taste. Tastes like I've got a bit of burnt plastic. But then it'd go and it'd be fine again.
Donut is Play-Doh.
Play-Doh. Because I remember the massive thing is like anytime Noted does a donut flavor, it's always Wonder Flavors glazed donut.
Donuts.
Yeah.
Glazed donut.
It's always one or two. Is I say the best donut. I don't know if I like that donut.
Well, it used to be.
I can play with it and I can use it, but I always feel like it needs something else, something different.
Yeah. Well, cap glazed donut used to be one that everybody used in the early days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you could tell that straight away they were cap glazed donut. Billy said, I never got on with donut flavoured juice until I tried orange cream donut from Dark Star Labs. It was so good, but doesn't look like it's coming back. Maybe because that concentrate is not available. Usually if they have a good one, they'd put it back up again. So I'm guessing that maybe the concentrate is no longer available.
Yeah, and Matt, I think a lot of us do that type of thing. We had things when we were younger, or we ate something 10 years ago, and we're chasing it with a vape juice.
Yeah, and you just can't get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Andrew
it's
Jones,
just
you all right, Matt?
First thing is your taste buds. If you had it as a young lad, you at that time you remember that, and even if you ate it now, in a lot of cases, you're like, man, I remember this tasting really good. Now it tastes like shit.
Swamp Thing is saying donuts is coconut to me. I get that with pie crusts. So many pie crusts, I just go, I get coconut. Why am I getting coconut in my pie crusts?
I don't get that. I get some pie crust. I just think they taste fucking awful. They don't even taste like pie.
Do you remember Nick released that lemon bar?
Lemon bar?
Yeah, the lemon bar thing.
Take care, Mike.
Everybody saying this.
Still, Mike.
I was like that.
I will see you Saturday.
I used to kind of say to him, we go, it's lemon bar coconut cake.
Yeah.
He goes, no coconut in it. And I get lemon bar coconut cake.
Yeah.
He goes, it's not bad. No, I don't really like coconut.
Yeah. But different people do taste different things. That's another thing, isn't it? People do taste different things. Fee gets coconut from cheesecakes and some biscuits.
Yeah.
There's Inawera cheesecake, I think. Is it? No. Which cheesecake is it that does have a slight?
Yes, sweet
cheesecake has a bit of a coconut to it. If you put it in at certain percentages, it will.
I think it's over 2.5. You start getting that little coconut.
It didn't used to, but then somebody mentioned it on a freaking show that I was on.
Instantly he's getting that coconut in his cheesecake. Telly saying, didn't Fresh always used to use Chemavatic donut? They'll be there at Expo, so we'll have a word with them. I'm gonna bloody bully them and tell them I want the fucking flavour pack off them.
I'm gonna bully them and get a sponsorship.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do that, will they?
They
kind of ignored us last time.
Yeah, it fucking just went over the head, didn't it?
I don't blame them. Yeah. Tell him
Matt Polly says
he's got 1,000 subs now.
Matt Polly, I taste mango flavours. I'll get his warmed up shit. That goes with Bill. He doesn't like mango flavours neither.
Mango to me is just pure. I mean, like you took the litter box and licked it right after the cat used it. That's basically what it comes down to.
But the thing is, you like mango, don't you? Do you eat the dried mango?
Oh, I've got a big bag right back here right now. Yeah, that's a huge bag of mango.
But
it's just strange that you just don't like.
He has strange things in his room, doesn't he?
Yeah, bag of mango.
I munchies. It's the munchies.
It's when he's been.
When you have cherry, you have to keep.
It's the munchies.
You have to keep things around.
Yeah. But you don't like mango. I like a mango. I do like a mango flavour. Sometimes it can taste a bit pissy.
I like this, but it's totally it's not anywhere near the vape mango stuff. You know.
Your camera's having a shit fit tonight, Bill.
Oh, basically probably it's got a bunch of Fiji on it and just doesn't like her. It's an old camera too. I've had it for a while now. It's the old C920. It's been around.
You've had it 3 years. You have it 3 years.
Yeah, I've had it because we did the show. Yeah, a little over 3 years. Yeah.
I preferred you in the sepia days.
Yeah. I preferred him with his big cans on, talking on his microphone.
Sepia. Everything was sepia. It looked like he was in a basement.
While we're on, we'd just like to say congratulations, Bill and Mick, on reaching 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I worked my ass off trying.
You did. I think it was all down to you, mate. Not to do with fucking Judith.
That's what I told Mick. The thing is, like I told him, I show up on the night of the show. He does reviews, he does this, he does that, he does social media, he does everything. So basically, out of those 1,000 that are on there, I think I've got about 3 of them. And you know, that's
But well done on that. Matt Polly says, orange as well turns my stomach. Andrew George, mangoes a real funkiness to them in vaping. Wonder flavoured island mango is a good mango though.
I like the Salubarone one, but you can't get that anymore.
So why do you keep bringing it up if you can't get it?
Because he's torturing himself.
I want to feel cool and elite.
Yeah, it's like I have it and I'm going to use it in a recipe and you all can't make my recipe.
That sexy mango is not bad.
The Recca, that's the Cushman mango.
Yeah, that's not a bad mango.
Maybe you can't buy that anywhere.
So I think I've still got some of that left somewhere. I think
all the good ones are all gone.
I did a big search for it yesterday because I was making a mango juice and I couldn't find it, so I don't think I've got it anymore.
Maybe pick it up at Expo.
Yeah.
Be bothered.
Expo.
Yeah, it's hard to get a real orange flavour. Yeah, a lot of them turn out like Sunny D.
Or a lot of baby aspirin.
Baby aspirin, yeah.
Yeah, so we used to get, as a kid, they had these little orange aspirins that they'd give to kids because they were supposed to be orange flavored, and they would give them to you because you would like those and you'd actually take them as a kid. And they were some of the, you remember Tang?
Tang?
Nope.
Tang, the orange drink that the astronauts drank back when they were
we didn't have Tang.
And it was called Tang. All right. And it's the same shit. It's like, it's supposed to be orange, but it's the nastiest crap you ever tasted in your life. And they used to do these little orange aspirins. So kids would take them. And that's what most of the orange that you get in vape tastes like. It's crap.
I remember one of the shows saying like if you get oranges wrong, you end up with orange Tic Tacs, and I'm like,
Yeah.
brilliant! I want orange Tic Tac. Let's see how wrong I can
Well,
make
the other
this.
thing that I would get was that when you scrape the orange and you get the zest, and then some oranges just tasted like the orange zest. They were just way over. It's like you're getting
in a where sheet oranges like that. That's just orange zest.
Yeah, and it is nasty.
Like I say, it either goes that it's fucking Sunny D or it's Fanta orange.
Yeah.
That sort of, it's
those are both probably a step or two above Tang and Baby Aspirin. Yeah, that's.
Sounds like orange. I remember them aspirins orange. It's this one thing. I don't remember them. I remember cooling powders. If you used to get in a little paper slip that my mum used to get me and it's supposed to bring your temperature down. I guess it had aspirin in it.
I remember worming powders.
Yeah. You had to be dewormed?
Yeah, I've had to. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to have to be dewormed.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what are y'all eating over there?
They're like white little fucking wiggly things in your shit.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Gotta be that's like your part of the world there. We don't have that over here.
It's third world. You have to be dewormed as a kid.
Yeah, you have to be dewormed.
Yeah, I mean, you take your dog to the vet and get him
do you know when you see a dog scratching its ass on thing like that?
Yeah. Right.
Well,
we don't have
human.
People over here in the U.S. don't rub their ass on the floor because they got
You've not looked at TikTok, have you?
No. I've never been on TikTok.
That was a problem. Yeah, mud.
I have never been on TikTok. I can honestly say that.
Fredworm vapes. Yeah, we could get Fredworm vapes. Yeah, I used to get them quite bad when I was young. You get them wiggling in your shit like little fucking
we
worms.
Mud here.
And you used to get those packages you had to pour in water and you had to drink it. And that's what some of the vape juices and some of the vape concentrates remind me of that, and I just can't shake it. I've never been able to shake that horrible taste that you used to get in it.
Yeah, but he is right. But remember, you say it's because we eat dirt, mucky hands, eating with mucky hands and shit like that.
Well, I ate dirt when I was a kid, but I made sure there was no worms in it when I ate it.
It must have been clean dirt. Yours must have been clean dirt.
Remember, you used to get the chalk from the where you wrote on the blackboard at school and you'd eat the chalk? Yeah, I want a vape taste like that.
Well, you used to get that for indigestion, didn't they? The fucking them chalk fucking biscuit things.
The ammonium ADs or whatever they were called. Yeah.
Yeah, if you play in the sand, you need to be dewormed. Yeah, I think about mate. Fucking, yeah, end up with fucking little things. Oh no. Yeah, just scratch your ass like a fucking dog. Head lice was also a thing back in the day. Oh, God, I got them both. You spent all day scratching your head and your ass and your hand on each. Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. We've got this metal comb that we've just bought.
Yeah. Ready. No, they used to have chocolate. They used to have black charcoal biscuits you could buy. Black charcoal biscuits. Head lice. Do you remember? Yeah, a little look like a fucking someone had had it on fire and just got it off. Get
lice out of your hair?
No. Head lice. You have to get a fucking comb and pull them out and then catch them before they jump and squeeze them.
There was always that stainless steel comb with like the really blunt end.
Yeah, scrape all eggs out. The knit nurse, we had a knit nurse. We had knit nurse and dentist. Look at your teeth like an horse like that. Yeah, you need to go to a fucking dentist.
What a show this has been. It's getting to be that time.
It is getting to be that time. It is, Bill. You are correct. It is getting to be that time. Just go over and check out our sponsors, which is Flavour Craver. I can't remember. I always want to call it Flavour Chaser. Some fucking screen.
I can't remember.
Flavourcraver.co.uk for all your bunch of needs, where you can get your Mexican fried ice cream, you can get tikka pink, you can also get some RY Haw if you so wish. Go over, check them out, see what you think. We do a giveaway, much appreciated, once a month, so do stay tuned for that. Also, go over and check out Mr. Proper Coils over at propercoils.co.uk. If you go into the expo, you can see him over there. He's at in the home zone. Is it number 11? H11 or something it is?
And he will have coils with him. Yes.
He will.
He will have a load of coils with him.
Yes, he will.
It will be at a really good
price. But if you go over to his site, do try and use DIY 10 for 10% off.
10. Yeah.
DIY 10 for 10% off.
Yeah, we don't really need to advertise that because he told me last night nobody's actually used DIY 10 yet.
Oh, well, you fuckers, no one's used it. That's a bit shit, isn't it?
Bill 10.
No one's used Bill 10. No one's used DIY 10.
Bill 10.
But if you do go over to Proper Coils, you can get proper points on your proper prizes where you can win money off your proper things. So do go over to Proper Coils and check it out and you will get proper points. So, yeah. But do use DIY 10 for 10% off.
Yeah, they were using TLNDS 10.
We need at least one discount.
Yes. It's one thing to see you on Saturday, buddy. I'll be there. If you see me
on Saturday, come over and say hello.
I'll be at the door waiting to get in. So, yeah. So, right, we will go around and say our goodbyes. We will start with Bill.
Benny will be the one scratching his head and his ass.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chet. It's been an interesting show, to say the least. It's actually kind of been, oddly enough, more about mixing than a lot of the shows we've done, but yet not really about mixing. But it's turned out well, you know. And you can catch me on Monday nights with 1K Mick, and at 9 o'clock your all's time, 4 o'clock mine. Yeah, and I will gently roll it over to Graham.
Cheers. Thanks, everyone. Really enjoyed it. Might have to do a little bit with Carling. I don't know. If you're going to Expo, going to be at the bar, come over, say hello, tap me on the shoulder, hand me a Nick comb, some worming powder. Sort yourself out.
And then make him look at his teeth like a fucking half like that.
And I'll pass it over to Benny.
Bill Bean. Bill, over to you, buddy. So thank you very much, everybody in chat. Much appreciated for you coming in, week out, and joining in with us. Hopefully we'll have a full crew next week. If you are going to Expo, do come over and see us. I will be there as it opens, sat outside. So if you are going on your own, just come over to us. You'll see us stood there, waiting for the doors to open. Just come in and say, "Oh, can I come in with you?" It's not a problem. You will find most of us round at the home zone, so there's going to be a lot of people there. So do come over and say hello. Do mention your names, because even if I saw you last year, I'll fucking forget. But do show your names that you are in the chat with, because I won't. If you say my name's John and you're being called fucking Dick and Liddy on thing, I won't have a clue who you are. But yeah, and if you see me walking around and I'm recording, you want to be on live, jump on, say hello to everybody.
Another thing I would like to say is, if you are coming in your own and you are staying over, we all got a big, massive group of us all go out for a meal and some drinks. You're welcome to join us.
Yes, as long as you're paying.
Yeah. 50 quid chicken.
As long as you got a good microphone and a good
50
camera.
quid chicken.
But yeah, if you are going, do come over and say us. If you are stopping over and you are stopping at Premier Inn, just come down and say hello to us, have a beer at the bar, and come and join in with us. Don't feel afraid to come over and see us, because I'll talk to anybody. I'll probably look a bit distant because I'll be like, "Who are you?" But yeah, just come and introduce yourself. My real name's top secret. Yeah, just go and see us. So thank you very much for joining us. Do check out our sponsors, and we will see you again next week. Same time, same place. Good night.
Bye. 3.
Hello, Zippy.